Hello and welcome to the Ladies British Carp Cup Final, the first one in the series brought to you by the British Carp Cup. We're here at the beautiful Wetlands Fishery and Animal Park based in Nottinghamshire, a lovely venue dug in the early 50s with a great head of carp to go at. So how does the competition work? It's very simple. At 9 o'clock the girls are going to gather, their names will all be put into a hat. Their name will be drawn out of the hat and they're going to choose which peg they want to fish on the lake. Their list of pegs will go by what's called watercraft, where the girls use their skills as an angler to decide where they feel is the best peg to fish on the lake. Once they've drawn their name and their peg is chosen, they will make their way to their pegs and set up. At 11 o'clock, the first hooter will sound. This means the girls can start putting some bait in. They can also try and find their spots and get ready for angling. 12 o'clock, 1 hour later, the second hooter will go. This means it's time to start fishing. They will then fish from then for 48 hours till 12 o'clock on Sunday, when the final hooter will go, signalling the match has ended. Now, it's important to remember that this is not about how many fish you catch, but your accumulative weight. So the girls are going to be trying to target some of those bigger fish, as well as trying to get as many fish as they can into those nets and weighed by the marshals. So without further ado, let's make our way over to the draw and let's see where the girls have decided they want to fish. So we're here in peg 2, second out the draw, Elaine Taylor. So then Elaine, what made you choose this peg?
After fishing a couple of the pegs on a couple of different practice sessions, 6 and 7 we had a go at, and base camp, it was silly not to, having seen all the fish that was cruising about the surface.
They're definitely showing themselves today, this high pressure and this lovely sunshine. They're enjoying getting a bit of vitamin D in them. That's
it, exactly. And we did a bit of research as well, and it certainly pointed to this end of the lake, so for this time of year. So yeah.
So you've been carp fishing for a long time, and I've seen you guys around in the magazines, on the internet and social media and stuff. What got you into carp fishing? Because obviously it is a very male dominated sport, and it's nice to see the ladies getting involved. So what did it appeal to you about?
Well, my dad took me fishing as a kid, and I have to say I did get bored, didn't particularly catch much, etc. And then I had a friend that said, "Oh, do you want to have a laugh? Let's go fishing one day," and for a pun, got hooked.
So obviously you've got quite a lot to go at in this swim. There's a lot of islands and snags out there. Where did you choose? Have you got a couple of spots you're happy with?
Yeah, completely sport for choice in this particular swim. But I've got my right hand rod about rod length up into the channel there. And when I was fishing the other side a couple of weeks ago, there was quite a large lump that I saw jump over there. So I think that's quite a hot spot. And then I'm fishing my left hand rod over there into the Snaggy Island and baited up quite a large area there. And I've seen them patrolling there all morning so far, so hopefully one of them will get their heads down there.
Confidence is high, hopefully then we'll
hopefully let's get one in the net, but that
sounds perfect to me. So hopefully we'll get back to see you with the fish later on.
Brilliant,
thanks very much. So we're in peg 7 with Amanda Curtis. Amanda's quite well known in the match scene. She's been a marshal in several of the other competitions around the country. Obviously she liked it because she's actually going to fish for herself. Now you came third in the draw.
I did.
Peg 7. Yes. Happy with your choice?
Yes, lucky number 7.
Is it? Is that
for me? Yes.
Yeah. There was some fish milling around earlier, I noticed as well.
Yeah.
All on the surface.
All on the surface. Yeah, all on the surface.
So what's the plan? Have you got a good plan of action? You got some ideas going?
Feed regularly. Yeah. Gently, and then I've got one down the margin, one out on the gravel bar, and we'll see how it goes.
So we can see there Jo Green landing her first fish of the competition. It's in the net. She's going to be happy with that. I think we better trundle around there and see what she's got. So in this competition the minimum weight for a fish is £5, and judging by that fish she's definitely over £5. Don't think we've got any worries there.
£16.13.
That's £16 13 ounces. First fish going to Jo Green. Very happy Jo Green there, taking the first fish. So we're in peg 4 with Jo Green. She's had the first fish of the competition. Lovely mirror carp of £16 13 ounces. Bit of a confidence boost that one, Jo?
Oh yeah, definitely. Really needed that fish.
It means you know what you're doing is working.
Yeah.
So what was your plan of attack? You came into the swim, you found a couple of spots?
Yep, just mark it out and found some nice gravel spots towards the little island and on the far margin. of the other island, really good.
Much bait out or just a little trickle?
No, I don't.
Special?
Just gone for small, random,
Yeah.
rather than a large bed of bait.
So just try and get them just picking around
Give
rather
them a
than
snack.
try and bring them in and feed them, just give them a little bit of a thing.
A light snack.
I said a moment ago Miranda got into a fish, unfortunately lost it, so the fish are obviously down this end of the lake.
Yeah, it's a good wind. Yeah, it's fetched them down.
Hopefully they'll get right down to the bottom and start feeding again.
That'd be
Well
nice.
done on the first fish of the competition.
Thank you very
Let's
much.
see if you can keep that first place right the way through. In peg 2 with Elaine Taylor. Second fish of the competition. Lovely 15-pound 10-ounce common. Taken to her left-hand rod, the one we saw earlier. She was talking about the spot where she was creating quite a nice bed of bait. She's popped a little PVA bag over there with a pop-up and it's rattled off. Puts her into second place behind Joe Green. Off it goes. First fish,
Yes,
feeling confident?
feeling very happy.
Yeah?
Yeah, confident, hopefully building. First one off the mark, so.
Where
yeah.
was that from?
That was from the spot that I was talking to you earlier about by the Snaggy Island.
Yeah, the one where you were talking about you'd put quite a nice area of bait
That's
and
it,
just
yeah.
fishing on top of it.
Yeah.
And it was, what were your tactics on there? Were you fishing on the bottom on the zig or what did you decide in the end?
I've recast and put a pop-up on.
So just a little pop-up just off the bottom?
Just a little pop-up, popping it up about an inch off the bottom.
Yeah.
I felt that putting a bottom bait on there with a high vis, I was bringing in some debris and I thought that it's not actually being presented, and then within 15-20 minutes off it went.
Off it went. And it's always nice getting that first fish, and you know in the competitions it's very difficult when you have that first fish because you're a bit nervous with the playing of it, isn't it? You start shaking and things like that.
Yeah.
Good feeling though?
Very good, and it was a wildly old common as well, so it was good, very good.
Those sort of size commons around that 15-16 pound mark, they do like to put up a good fight. Did it give you some jip?
It did, there was a few heartbreaking moments or heart-stopping moments where you felt it ping off the dorsal fin, but so I'm happy that went.
But it's in the net. It's got you in second place at the moment. You're chasing Jo at the minute with a 16-pound 13 mirror she had.
Just short, yeah.
But it's nice to get off the mark. It means what you're doing is working.
That's it.
So
exactly.
you're not going to change anything. You're going to stick to the guns.
No, that's working. I'm going to stick with that. And the other spot I was talking to you about, I literally have put a similar tactic on there. So we'll see if it pays off on that rod as well.
Back in peg 4 with Jo Green. She's into her second fish. Back off the same spot.
Left hand this time, different one. Yep.
Always a difficult time. You don't want to rush the fish. You could risk a hook pull. So Jo's going to take her time with it. If it wants to go, she'll let it. That fish looks like it's about ready. Its head's up there. Jo's got her net ready. Net goes in the water. Is it going to go over the cord? Yes, it's in there. Another nice mirror carp. So let's have a look at this fish then. We'll drop that onto the scale. She's going to go round. Is that the same fish?
Yeah. I saved it.
16.10.
16.10. Second fish for her for the competition. 16 pound 10 ounces. That's going to keep her in the lead there. Elaine Taylor with second place with that fish of 15 pound 10. Seems to be going in the right direction, Jo.
Oh, it's going well. Yeah, really well.
So there's been a few more fish out in the night. It's 9 AM on Saturday morning. The competition's getting well underway now and the girls are really starting to settle into things. Let's check out what the scores are. So our current leader, Jo Green, with 2 fish for £33 7 ounce. She caught early on in the afternoon yesterday and 1 up into the evening, but since then things have dried up. In second place, Emily Blake, she took 2 fish through the night for £26 5 ounces. Elaine Taylor, she caught early evening and she's had another one late last night. She's on £25 15 ounce for 2 fish. So that's how it stands at 9 AM on Saturday morning. A few fish in the night has bumped Emily up into second place. So I think what we'll do now, we'll wander over and see Emily, see what tactics she's been doing and see how she's managed to put those fish on the bank. So here we are in Peg 8 with Emily Blake. You had quite a successful night last night, Emily?
Very successful, yes. Quite busy. Everything sort of started about 12:30. Plenty of action, plenty of line bites, and then I caught my first fish.
A £4, wasn't it?
£4 fish, unfortunately.
Yeah, so it doesn't count.
Didn't feel like a £4 fish, but you know, some of them do, some of them don't.
Yeah.
Lost a couple. It's just one of those things.
It's a difficult swim. You're very intimate in here. The island's very close, so obviously you're trying to keep those fish away, and you will suffer a hook pull in that situation.
Absolutely. You don't want them to be fishing out of the channel that you're in around the islands, because you are going to lose them.
You're
It's
just
as
going to lose
simple
them.
as that.
It'll get cut off. That's correct.
It's a matter of speed.
Yeah. So I see that you're using the boilie approach. Now this is a boilie that you've had specially made for the competition by a friend, I believe.
Yeah, it's been specially made by a friend of ours. His name's Mark Whedon.
Yeah.
And it's a prototype bait based on the bait that we used last weekend to fish.
So something you know the fish in here seem to like, and he's created something around that.
Absolutely, adding in ingredients that we know at work, that we've spoken to the bailiffs about. So it's something that we felt would work really well for us.
It obviously does work, because last night you had, I believe, 6 takes.
6 takes last night, yeah.
2 fish that counted, which has put you up into second place, which has got to put a smile on your face.
Well, I mean, what can I say? £11 common and a £14 common. I'm absolutely chuffed. Really
Some
chuffed.
pretty fish in here as well. It's really nice.
Beautiful fish, yeah. Really nice. Fantastic. Busy night, very tired, but you know, it's all positive.
Just looking at one of your rigs here, it's quite a long rig. Have you got something? There's some reasoning behind you having quite a long rig like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's very silty on the bottom where we are here.
It's a very soft, obviously, with the silt. For those people watching that don't understand what the silt is, silt's very soft, isn't it? So obviously things can sink into it.
Yeah, absolutely, and you want to keep that as on the top, as much on the top as you can. So
so the idea being that the lead that's here sinks into the silt, but with the length of the hook link, this allows this to stay on top, so the fish can find it a bit easier.
Yes, absolutely.
A little blowback rig there I see as well, that helps with your hooking potential as well.
Yeah, we've got the blowback rig, that's what did the business last night.
Some
soft coated braid and a little bit of a break at the end to give it a bit of suppleness.
That's what we're doing.
That looks like a successful rig to me, and it obviously is, because you've landed a couple of fish on it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get a few more fish through the day, if not tonight, and let's see if we can get you up into that first position.
I'll try my best.
Peg 3, Lydia Jeffries with her first fish of the competition, a lovely little common carp of £11 10 ounces. That puts her onto the scoreboard into a 4th place. There she goes, happy as Larry. Lydia, quick change of tactics seems to have worked.
Yeah, it's been really successful, so I'm really glad we moved the rod this morning.
You had a little bit of bait out there, they started feeding, just flicked it straight out to them and off it went?
Yeah, not long after we recast, we got that one in, so I'm really pleased.
It's always nice when it works, so hopefully that's going to produce a few more fish for you, and we're going to bump you up the leaderboard a little bit.
It'd be nice, yeah, we're going to keep the rods out there, see how we do.
So we've had a bit of a weather change here at Wetlands Fishery. The wind switched, it started blowing from the north, which always brings a cold wind. I'm down here in Peg 2 with Elaine Taylor. We've got a nice little shed here where we can have a bit of a shelter. So let's pop in and have a little chat and see what's been going on.
About midnight I had a £10 5 ounce mirror.
So that's another one off the same spot, was it?
Yep, same spot, same tactic. So yep, so it's consistent on there at the moment. I know only 2 fish, but maybe more.
Yeah, there's not been a massive amount of fish caught yet. There's only 7 fish been landed, but there was a bit of a feeding spell around midnight, because you had a fish at about 12. Your partner next door actually had a fish around the same sort of time as well, and I believe Emily over the other side of the lake, her fish came around the same sort of time. So do you think that was some atmospheric, as this weather was going to switch and got them down and had a feed?
Yeah, I think so. They probably knew that this lot was going to come in today, so heads down, eat up, and then perhaps hold up somewhere warm.
It's definitely got cold out there in comparison to yesterday, hasn't it? When I came to see you yesterday, we had lovely sunshine and just a light breeze, whereas today that wind's really started to bite.
And it's been really gusty during the night as well, so yeah, cold, yeah, not good.
Will it change how you're fishing at all? Are you going to change anything, or will you stick to what you've been doing? Will there be a difference?
I'm going to stick with it for a fair few more hours yet, and then if I don't get anything, then yeah, it'll be a tactical change.
Maybe a switch to a different area of the lake, maybe, or something like that?
That's it, different spot, maybe a different boat. bait, but yeah, definitely having a look to see where the fish are going to feed in and watch the weather, I think.
So here we are back in Peg 8 with Emily Blake. So you can see Emily's partner there. The girls are allowed to have what's known as a runner, which is somebody who's here to help. They can help to get the fish in. So a moment of truth, Mick will drop that onto the scales.
£10, 8 ounces.
That's £10, 8 ounces, and that puts Emily into the lead. Takes her to a total of £36.13 and putting her into the lead. A lovely little mirror carp. So here we go, 9 AM Sunday morning. There's only 3 hours left of the competition here at the Wetlands Fishery. There's been some fish out in the evening. The girls have been swapping around on the board. Let's have a quick recap, take a look at the scores on the doors and see what's been happening. So our new leader, Elaine Taylor, has jumped from 3rd place to 1st place, taking 4 fish for £54, 6 ounces. In 2nd, Emily Blake still holding on. She's had another couple of fish and is now on £50, 2 ounces for 4 fish. Out of nowhere, Amanda Curtis has landed a couple of fish now with 2 fish for £35, 15 ounces. There's 3 hours left of this competition. Let's see if it's going to stay that way. So looking across the lake there, Peg 2, Elaine Taylor is into a fish. We've just done the 9 AM update. She's £4, 4 ounces clear of 2nd place. This fish will be very important to her because it's going to give her a good buffer. With most of the fish coming out being under £20, if this fish is over the £16 mark, she'll really start to settle into things. She'll feel a lot more confident. It's a very tense time. You can see her there trying to get the fish's head up. Is it in the net? It's in the net. There we go. Elaine Taylor lands her 5th fish. She's going to be very happy with that one. So let's get round there and see what she's been doing, see if she changed her tactics from yesterday. Couple of fish in the night, Elaine, and one this morning. Confidence has got to be high.
It has, but yeah, until that horn goes, I'm not going to count my chickens yet, but yeah, it's good.
It's very difficult at this point in the competition because a lot of people start to, you know, you've got to sit on your hands and be happy with what you're doing because people can make silly mistakes and, you know, and things like that. So did you change your tactic from what we were doing yesterday?
Yes, I did. I changed my rig and my tactic on my bait and went into the channels. Rather than pulling back, and yeah, it's paid off.
So you obviously seen a few fish in the channel, thought, oh, they're obviously moved off my other spot onto
That's it.
Snagged one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's obviously working for you.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope you can hold it out to the end and we'll be back with you hopefully a little bit later.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
So with those few fish out through the evening, there's been some changes to the leaderboard, and one of those changes was to Amanda Curtis in Peg 7. Amanda, managing to land a couple of fish in the night.
I did.
It's bumped you up into 3rd place. You pleased with that?
I am, yes.
I can see you've got a smile on your face. You're really happy. Have you changed anything, or have you just stuck to what you were doing?
Nope, just stuck to what I was doing.
Just keeping your boilies going in?
Yep.
Same spot, no changes,
Yep.
didn't do anything drastic?
No, 5 or 6 at a time and just kept them going.
Well, it's obviously worked for you because it's got you into a podium position. We've got just over an hour and a half of the competition left, so let's hope that you can hold on to that place and we'll see you on the podium later on. So with just under an hour of the competition left to go, I'm here with Richard Barrett, owner of Wetlands Fishery and Animal Park. What do you think, Richard? Do you think Elaine's got it?
Yeah, I think she's got it in the bag, you know, done a real good job, really diligent, really good on the placement. Yeah, I think she's going to do it.
Yeah, she's got a good lead. She's £27 ahead. I think it'll be quite good for one of the girls to land one of the bigger £20 fish, but it is a 2 fish really. So I think she's got it in the bag. But not only that, at the Wetlands Fishery where we are, I've noticed you've got the biggest menagerie of animals that I've ever seen.
Yeah. We've got all sorts from yaks to monkeys to camels, lemurs, birds of prey. There's quite a few things here, yeah.
We've been highly entertained by the meerkats all weekend. I know all of us have had them wandering over to us and taking selfies with meerkats and things like that. I do believe that people are allowed to handle things like the lemurs and things.
Yeah, we do lemur experiences, keep it for a day, you know, koala experiences.
So you could come and handle some of the animals.
Yeah, it's real good. It's real popular, you know. It's really just done really well with the public, yeah.
Sounds great to me. Well, thank you for letting us hold the event here. It's been a great weekend. The lake's wonderful, and we'll get back to the bank now and see if Elaine's going to win it.
Right, thank you very much. Cheers.
So here we are in peg 2 with Elaine Taylor. She's currently in the lead by £27. I think it'd take a bit of a miracle now to catch her. Her partner's come round to see her. There's about 10 seconds left until the final hooter, and hopefully we'll be crowning our very first Ladies British Carp champion. There we go. Always a lovely moment. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you our very first Ladies British Carp champion, Elaine Taylor. So there we go, our very first British Carp Cup Ladies Champion, Elaine Taylor, having a lovely moment with her partner Debbie. She's won the competition with 6 fish for £77, 10 ounces. What an awesome achievement. In second place, Emily Blake managed to hold on with 4 fish for £50, 2 ounces. And out of nowhere, Amanda Curtis, she kept her third position. She had 3 fish for £35, 15 ounce. We've done 48 hours of fishing. The ladies have had a great weekend. We've all had a great weekend. We've got our champion. Let's now go over to Mick Coxon for the final presentation.
Now for the first ever Ladies British Carp Cup winner with 6 fish for £77, 7 ounces, Elaine Taylor. Let's give her a big round of applause. Well done, Elaine. Well done. Here you go.
Well done, Elaine. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, your name's really on it.
Okay, brilliant.
So if we just get... So there we have it. What a great 48 hours fishing we've had from those ladies. Here I am now with the Ladies British Carp Cup champion, Elaine Taylor. How does it feel?
Brilliant, brilliant, absolutely brilliant, thank you.
Yeah, you've had a great weekend. I know it started off quite slow, but you managed to get into the fish last night, didn't you?
Yeah, it's absolutely been tiring, never fished like it before, but the last 12 hours was hard going and that's what turned it around for me, I think.
So do you think you'll be back next year to defend your title?
Yep, yeah, I think we will. I think I definitely will be back.
Great. We've had a great weekend. It's been great to see you here and great to see you as the first ever champion. As for the rest of us, we'd like to say thank you to the Wetlands Fishery and Animal Park. It's been a great weekend down here. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at British Carp Cups, and don't forget to get involved in the conversation, #LadiesBCC.